Hey everybody, it's Krog here, and today I want to talk about PC gaming on a super small budget. We're talking about 1080p gaming, maxing out games like Doom, Crysis 3, etc. for less than $250. So sit back, get ready, we're going to get this show started. I'm going to explain how all this is going to work. Alright, so starting off, let's start out with our base machine. That's right, so we're using a pre-built as our base, and then we're going to slap a graphics card and maybe a hard drive in it and get it up and running. So this is going to be our base machine here. We have the Dell Optiplex 790. So as you can see here, this is a workstation PC by Dell. It is running an i5 2400. It's a non-K part, so no overclocking here, but it's an i5 quad core with 3.1 gigahertz, more than enough. You're going to get 8 gigabytes of RAM. More than enough RAM to play games. It's not going to be the fastest or the best memory ever, but it is more than enough memory to get you up and going, and it is an easy upgrade in the future. So is the i5. You can swap an i5 2500K in there in the future and upgrade your system if you want to do overclocking and put an aftermarket cooler in there. And it comes with a 250 gigabyte hard drive. So next is going to be the graphics card. What I have picked out here is the GTX 1050 Ti. Now, right now, these cards aren't going through the crazy inflation that a lot of the other cards are going for. I would also recommend an RX 460. The 460 is actually a more powerful card for right around the same price as this one. But right now, due to Ethereum mining, which I'll do a separate video on why graphics card prices are through the roof right now. Due to Ethereum mining, pretty much all the AMD card prices are shot way up. Some of them are 2, 3, 4 times the regular price. I've seen RX 480s going for $500, $600, $700 when the MSRP on those cards is like $230. So right now it's not a good time to buy like high-end graphics cards or pretty much anything on the AMD side. So I'm going to recommend the GTX 1050 Ti. Now I personally have this one, the SSC edition. In theory, the FTW edition is better at overclocking because it does have a 6-pin power connector, so you can get more power than the 75 watts that comes off the PCIe slot. But I personally have this one here. I've got it overclocked to 2.1 gigahertz on boost and 4 gigahertz on memory with no problems. I have this the same exact card, an EVGA SSC 4 gigabyte 1050 Ti. The thing overclocks like a beast. I haven't had any stability issues even with that high of an overclock, which is insane. In theory, this one will overclock better because it does have a spot for a 6-pin power connector. The top one here doesn't have a 6-pin power connector, which is a great thing here because the power supply in this old thing is pretty shitty, and we don't want to put too much power through it. If you're going to put in a more powerful graphics card, you would definitely need to upgrade the power supply. But we are not talking about doing that right now. That's why we're going with the 1050 Ti. It requires no external power from the power supply. It runs straight off the PCIe power, and it will max out games like Doom, 60 plus frames, Ultra preset. It will max out Crysis 3 on the very high preset, which is the maximum as it goes. I've been playing PlayerUnknown's Battleground on this with a mix of low and medium settings and getting upwards of 60 frames per second. No problem with this card. In some spots, it will shoot up as high as 70. I did go in and modify my INI file for PlayerUnknown's Battleground, so I have vertical sync on, so I don't get screen tearing. So mine, for the most part, once a few people die off, I get a lock 60 frames, no problem with this card. So yeah, this is what I'm recommending. Some of these, so there are multiple of these out here. This one here is going for $71. It does come with the processor, the RAM, and a hard drive. The guy claims here in the post that it's got a fresh install of Windows 7. But you can upgrade to Windows 10. I don't know if a lot of you know, but you can run Windows 10 no problem, even without a CD key. If you want to buy CD keys, then you can head over to like Penguin or G2A and pick up a CD key for like $20 and get an unlocked Windows 10 experience. You are limited on some of the customization features if you don't have a CD key activated for your Windows 10, but Windows 10 will work with Vulkan, DirectX 12, etc. just fine. So that was a free upgrade there. There are more of these posted, as you can see here. Some of them are even less. Some of them don't come with hard drives, or they don't have working hard drives, stuff like that. Like this one here, like this one's $42. Like, you can pick these things up for dirt cheap. The Dell Optiplex series. Just make sure it has a open PCIe. This one has PCIe slots. Just make sure it has PCIe and an i5 in it. But this one's only got 4 gigabytes of RAM, so you need to upgrade the RAM, which is not an expensive upgrade. You can pick up a RAM upgrade kit of 8 gigabytes of DDR5 for like $50-$60. The other thing, because some of these don't come with hard drives, here is on Amazon a Western Digital Caviar Blue. 7200 RPM, works on a 3 gigabit SATA port, which is perfect for this. It's on sale for less than $21 with free shipping with Prime. And then if you want to do an SSD, we got a 240 gigabyte SSD for $85, or if you're super short on money, you can get a 128 for $70. Put an SSD in it. It's going to be super fast. It's got enough. If you get a 240 gigabyte SSD, it's got more than enough space to install like 5-6 games, as well as have your operating system and everything on it. Everything will be super fast. And you don't need an expensive SSD in this machine because it only has 3 gigabit per second SATA ports. So you're not going to get full speed on an SSD, but it's still going to be faster than a mechanical hard drive. Those are optional upgrades. So at about anywhere between $50 to $75 for the machine, and then you're looking at $160 for the graphics card. You're looking at a total price of like $230 before shipping. With shipping, no way you're going to be paying more than $20 for shipping for these two items. Puts you at right around $250, and you're up in gaming with most games in high to a mix of high and ultra settings across all modern games. 60 plus frames per second. It outperforms the Xbox One, the Xbox One S, and the PS4. No problems, and costs about the same amount of money. And it's a full-fledged PC, so you're going to get all the PC features and be able to run full capture software. You're going to be able to run NVIDIA Shadow Play, etc. You're going to have all those great PC features, be able to play all those great PC exclusives that you don't have on consoles, as well as having all the power plus some more than a console for around the same price. I hope you liked this video. If you did, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe/follow, depending on if you're watching this on Facebook or YouTube, because I'm uploading this video to both simultaneously. Thank you for watching. And just want to put a quick side note in here. Rich of Review Tech USA, he did a similar build on an Optiplex. This is a 9800. He did a similar build on the Optiplex 790, where he did a 4K gaming rig for $500, where he used a Dell Optiplex i5. He kept pretty much one the case, the motherboard, and the CPU. He threw in 16 gigabytes of RAM, a new hard drive, because the one he got was shot, and then he dropped an RX 480 8 gigabyte in it, and did it all for less than $500. Had a 4K gaming machine, a machine that'll go blow for blow with the Xbox One X for $500, the same price, and then you can still play all those great PC exclusives, as well as all the Xbox One exclusives that are cross-play coming over to Windows 10 anyway. He did that. The only problem with that build right now is, again, Ethereum mining has made the Radeon cards super expensive right now. There is only one card listed for MSRP for the 480, 8 gigabyte. That's $230 on Newegg, and it's sold out, and it has been sold out. There are like 3 of them available from different vendors on Newegg and Amazon, and they're all like $500, $600, $700, $800 for a graphics card that has a retail price of $230 just because of the shortage. So if you can and you want 4K gaming, go with the RX 480 or the 1070. But wait till those prices come down, because mining has really skewed those prices. Again, thanks for watching. My name is Krog. Peace out and goodbye.